Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're returning to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, my name's Eric Johnson Jr. and I'm just chasing my racing dream, trying to do everything I can to be out there, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. Feel free to subscribe. We try to do all things racing here. But moving into this video, this is going to cover the shop day we did in preparation for our third race night at Southsound Speedway in the Baby Grand on May 15th this year. So super fun weekend. I'm making this clip after the race. I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone watching through, but I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that helped us this weekend. You know who you are. We had a fun weekend with our family and got to spend some special moments with everyone else once we got home. So like I said, this is going to be our first part of 2 parts. I'm going to probably be doing this pretty regularly now for our race days, with a shop video first and then our race day videos next. So if you're not interested in seeing what's going on at the shop, skip this one, just go straight to the next one. If you are, I hope you enjoy. I tried to be as straightforward and kind of explain things along the way, but if you have any questions or want to see more about a specific part of the car in the future videos, just let me know down in the comment section, or reach out to me if you can find me on any of our other social media platforms, which will be down in the comments or in the description. So feel free to check those out. Stay updated with us as we're out there live. But besides that, guys, I'll let you get to the video. I hope you enjoy. Finally getting the car unloaded into the shop. Now that we got the car unloaded, I got pups here at the shop. Got little one all the way over here, hiding out in her cage, taking a nap. I'll have her out of her kennel in a little bit, but we are diving into work. We got the body completely off the car. Have to do a few things on it, like rebuilding the air box. Got a little crumpled up after the race, actually, loading it on the trailer of all things. And just a few miscellaneous stuff, getting the car ready, nut and bolt, cleaning the chassis. And just, like I said, just trying to get everything ready. So I'm gonna jump into that. Hopefully I get some footage here, and then we'll be on to the next part. All right, check that out. Just one more thing to add, just a little touch on the car. Super stoked to have our social media tags. So many times we're at the track and people come up and ask what our stuff is, so they always approach the back of the car, so we thought, what better place to put it than there? We'll get some up on the trailer as well. What do you think, Winston? Job well done? What do you think, dude? I think he approves. All right, on to the next thing. Alright, well, although it was fun having the dogs at the shop, I had to bring them back because they were taking up a little too much space, getting in the way a little bit. We still got to work on their shop manners, but we're gonna take off back to the shop and go do a little late night work. We've been a little busy with family stuff lately, so we're just sitting just a couple days from race day and still really have not got started on the car, which is not something that sits well with me. So I'm gonna take off and go ahead and just spend a little bit of time tonight trying to get there and get it where it should be to this point of the week. Just to kind of take a bit more load off of everyone, so that way we're not stressing about it. So let's head off there, and hopefully I can get some shots. Well, excuse my messy look here, it's late, but I just want to talk about the importance of this whole nut and bolt process that I go through. It's something I've learned with a lot of failure and some crazy stories, and I've built my routine. But man, I just want to show you guys something that really pays off to look at, or I guess just really shows how much it pays off to do the whole nut and bolt process. So our drive lines, they're custom made. So you can see it there running down to the rear end, and they these cars, we turn them 13,500 RPM, right? And so these things, or even more for some guys, these things get a load of rotation on them. And so the amount of stress they have on them going through the car, I just went to one of the U-joints in the back, found one of the nuts stripped out, and if that thing came out, that rear end would most likely come straight up into the driver's compartment if it came undone, which is right into my arm. So that's just one thing that, you know, you have to keep an eye out on these kind of cars, is when you're putting them under this much pressure, things happen and things flex and vibrate and beat themselves up, and just over time you have to cycle some old stuff out and some new stuff in. So that's what I'm really trying to do. Like I've always stated, you're trying to do everything you know how to prevent an incident from happening, but you will never know for sure if you did, and that's just the name of the game. You know, you can't always fix, you know, if you do your best, that's all you can ask for, but there could always be something that falls off the car or whatever. But doing our best is what we're doing. So go ahead and throw a new nut on the driveline. That's a good thing that we caught. That could have been bad and ended a day quick. So we'll go ahead and move on from there. Well, it is late, and so I'm gonna go ahead and call it and head home. Sorry about the lighting. It is pretty dark, to say the least. So head home and just get some sleep. I got work tomorrow morning, then we'll try to get back here tomorrow night, get things ready to go. But I'm excited for this weekend. I'm missing the track for sure, so hopefully we can find some success, stay out of any trouble, and just go have fun. I'm super stoked, but time to go get some sleep. It's well needed. Alrighty, back at the race shop for the final day. Notice how I always say already. What the heck? I don't know what's up with that. Anyways, me and my awkward self, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the car pretty much today. Here, I'll show you guys what I gotta do. So most importantly, I gotta take a look at this airbox. This airbox sadly got a little ripped up as we were putting it in the trailer. We had a whole bunch of really nice people that were willing to help us push it on the trailer, but I think with so many people, we kind of squatted the nose down and we were parked kind of weird anyways, one of those weird deals. So not a big deal. These are super easy to fix. It's just little pieces of tin. So do that. We're gonna clean the chassis. I already nut and bolted the other night. So really just running through our race day prep motions, trying to get everything finished up. Later today, hopefully I'll have somebody here to help me throw the body on and put the last final touches on everything, and maybe possibly even scale the car. We made some big changes, moving some stuff last race weekend, so really going to be a big deal to get this all dialed in. But yeah, let's just jump straight into this. Don't want to waste too much time. Yeah, definitely not great. Look at that. So see if I can pound it back into place or actually make a new one, but it bent our bracket here a little bit, so that kind of is a bummer. But this is just literally a tiny piece of thin metal that can be replaced, so it's not like it affects anything. It's really just a bracket holding it there, but everything's still solid, and so we'll just fix it and see if we can get it back on. All right, after 20 minutes with a crowbar, straightened out. Beating on her, banging on her, but hey, she's mint. So definitely a lot straighter than it was. I mean, yeah, edges aren't perfect, but it's gonna seal up against the body. The main thing is that it's the proper shape. There's no big rips or flaps on the sides anymore. Back here, these will shape to the chassis and fit correctly, and then so everything's I mean, same back here. I folded them in where they needed to be, so it'll definitely do the job. We can rebuild it during the off season, but it's something that really we don't worry about because we don't run that high of temps anyways, because of the fan that we're running. So I'm not too worried about it. I just wanted to get it back to its proper shape, get it back on. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of time on it. It's not a performance piece. So I got the bottom flat. Aerodynamically, it should be fine. There's nothing crazy about it, but yeah. So I'm not gonna complain. Looks a lot better than it did. Obviously, she's still wrinkled, but once she's on the car, you can't even tell. So we'll get ahead and move on to finishing up the car. All right, fun fact. Goof Off needs to sponsor me because I go through so many bottles of this crap, it's not even okay. It's like the only thing I found that really will like get all the oil and crap off the chassis without messing the paint up. Same with the vinyl wrap, it works great on that. So Goof Off, if you ever see any of my videos, it's the best product out there, okay? All right, back to work. You know, as I'm recording this video, I'm thinking it probably doesn't make much sense to a lot of people why I sit here and scrub the chassis by hand instead of pressure washing it or even the body and stuff. But I'll be honest, I feel like going with a rag lets me see everything more, and it gives me a chance to go over everything one more time as I'm going by it, see anything that's kind of weird, or if there's anything that stands out to me. Plus it lets me see exactly, instead of just spraying the chassis, it lets me see exactly where if there is a fluid coming out somewhere, where exactly is that fluid coming from, things like that. It's better. And also with the body, yeah, you'll see me go over it, but I mean, I don't really need to. It's gonna get blown off the wind, and there's a few marks, but I definitely think with the amount of help these people on the car have given us, we owe them to have a clean looking car. So trying to make it look as professional as possible is definitely what I want to do. Plus, who doesn't like a killer looking car? But man, Finish Line Graphics did amazing on this wrap. I love it. I'm just so excited to get back to the track. I don't know. Life's been weird lately, and I can't wait to be back out there. So anyways, back to cleaning. Alright, for anyone that missed our last video, we came super close to being in a wreck. When we, starting lap 1, the field wadded up, and I cranked the wheel to get around him, and I mean, missed him by inches coming up on the huge pile up, and there was nothing I could do to slow down, so I had to go through it, and I went above it, and a car, as you can see here, we thought we made it through unscathed, barely nicked me with his rear as I came by. So that was as close as you can get to wadding up a car without wadding up a car. I'm just glad we made it through. But yeah, so just like that, you see it there. Try to wipe it off. I'll get some more goof off, but man, how crazy is it to think that we came that close to that? So really happy that we made it out of there unscathed for the most part. But yeah, hopefully we can keep the car clean this weekend. But hopefully, let's see if I can insert a clip there of that little incident. Alrighty guys, well, I am pretty much finished here. We're gonna run back over tonight and set toe. We had that Heim that we had to redo last time because it got a little bent, so I replaced it last time. But I'm gonna head out of here. And like I said, we'll be back tonight. Probably scale the car tonight, throw the body back on and put the final touches. But I am just stoked. So I'm not sure if this one's gonna be attached to our race day video. I'm gonna try to integrate it in, but if we have too much footage, I'll probably make it a separate video. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and hopefully I'll have some more footage tonight. But if not, yeah, we'll see either here in the morning or tonight. Just like that, that's the end of part 1. Like I said in the beginning of the video, make sure to go check out part 2. I'd hate for you guys to come check out this one and then not go check out part 2, where it's actually at the track, on the track, in-car video, getting to see where we finished, all this, where all of this hard work goes into. Jeez, articulate here, Eric. It's a little late. But I definitely want to get these videos out to you guys. But yeah, part 2 is going to be all about race day. And man, was it a fun one. So make sure to check it out. But until next time, guys, just take it easy.